Hey everyone, welcome back to another amazing video. Today we're checking out the best free illustrations and icons for your next UI design projects. So without further ado, let's just get started with this video. Alright, so the first one on the list is called Pre-Masked Business Illustrations. Now this is an incredible illustration pack which I really like because it has some pseudo 3D elements along with a lot of shadow work. There's something for almost everybody that's mainly focused towards business. However, it is such a vast library that you can use it for graphic design, you can use it for share, you can use it for package not found or page not found. So it's kind of like a multi-dimensional, multi-project illustration pack. You might be asking, hey Punit, is this the only thing Pre-Masked has? Well, they have other things as well. They have presentation templates, they have illustrations, they have icon packs as well as images. So it's an all-in-one tool for different needs here. And if you have Pre-Mat, it's a basic plugin also for PowerPoint. So you'll be able to use it alongside PowerPoint as well. Of course, if you want to see some examples, they have these examples which are really cool. Alright, so this is a super duper tool. It's called Design Strike. And it's an online web-based tool which allows you to create some custom graphics on the go. Yes, you heard that right. There are so many different illustration packs that if you spend the entire day, you won't be able to discover all of them. And this is how easy it is. You basically have to choose one of these illustration packs. I really like this classy illustration pack right here. And you just have to choose one of these illustrations. You can either download it as it is, or you can say customize. Once you're inside this tool, which again is inside the browser itself, you'll get all of these amazing options on the right. You can switch between advanced view as well as simple view. In the simple view, if you change the scene detail, it will reduce or increase the amount of detail that you can see on screen. This is magical. You can even make it a little more wireframey or a little more barebone like this, which looks good itself. Or you can add a little more, texture as well as these lines on the borders. You can add or decrease anything that you like on screen. Now, what if I want to replace this little guy here with someone else or something else? You can do that from here just by selecting it and changing the values from here. And you can even go ahead and change the color for this. So if I want this to be, red, you can freely choose it. It's kind of like Figma where you can select multiple elements or the same kind of element and change their colors. Now, what is inside Advanced? You can see a list of all these layers here and you can replace one by one. Apart from that, you can even ask them for a new palette. So it automatically changes the color palette and you can then shuffle through till you find the perfect match for you. Of course, you can save your own palette. So if I like this palette, I save this palette. I can add another palette from right here. Applying it will be as easy as clicking as apply palette. That was simple. For download options, you have so many different variants. You can either download it as PNG, medium, large, small, JPEG, medium, large, small, SVG as well. And very soon they're going to be adding Adobe Illustrator as well as Photoshop support, as well as embed support. So you'll be able to embed this in your website, convert it into Photoshop, Illustrator. This is so cool. And if you want to save this illustration for later without downloading it, you can say save as snapshot and it will save it as a snapshot. You can even rename it to whatever you like. Overflow.design is such a cool new illustration pack. It's called the Notion style art direction and illustration pack. So basically, I'm sure a lot of you guys know about the tool Notion. Now they have a certain art style or certain style of elements. So basically this gang of people has put together this illustration pack with that style in mind, which I think is absolutely amazing. Look at how many different characters there are, how many different elements there are for each and every single need. They also have a separate free pack, which is a smaller pack, but you get all these for free and you can do whatever that you want with them. A lot of these will be under a premium of $38, which I think for such a large pack, 100 plus illustrations is pretty good. So Look by Fuel is a really cool icon pack that has recently been launched. And the amazing fact is that they stick to the basics. Very simple but really good looking icons, line icons that you can increase or decrease the stroke of from here. You can increase or decrease the size to see how they will look with different sizes right here. You can even change the color to see how this icon pack will look with different themes, with different color palettes, and this is amazing. And not only this, they have a slew of other tools and illustrations available right here. So if I say doodle, I like this really cool doodle pack. I can download it as SVG from here. You can even generate textures. I'm sure a lot of you guys like using textures for 3D, in Figma, etc. You can generate actual textures right here. As well as you have this line generator. So you can just download these random lines by, you know, kind of clicking here, and I can say line, and it creates a custom line for me, and it can increase or decrease the width, the roundness, etc., the gap, of course, as well as a dash if you want to give it a dash. How cool is this tool? So Fuel.co is a really cool slew of tools, quick tools that you can use on the go inside the browser. If you're talking about icon packs, I always love some amazing open source icon packs you can download as SVGs. Now this is such a cool looking icon pack, as you can already see. They basically have the same amount of icon packs you would require to actually complete an entire project. They have things like dogs and fish too. If you're a dog person, go ahead and check this out. Of course, they have the SVG here as well. So if you want to copy the SVG as a path, you can do that for your websites, or you can download the icon or copy the SVG on Figma, etc. They even have different tags. So for example, I really like this hand. If I want a tag which says emotion, they will filter everything that kind of pertains to emotion, except this, of course. So you can basically type anything and you will get an icon for that. You can even multi-select, which I really like. You can select this one, then you can select this one, and so on and so forth. A real cool icon pack, which I think you can use as a staple. It doesn't have to be a one project thing. And I think I'll be moving from my old remix icons to this icon pack since it's so cool. Christmas is right around the corner. I'm pretty sure you guys want to make a lot of cool things with Christmas. How about a nice 3D Christmas illustration pack? Of course, it has this really cool display of how things work here, and it showcases everything that you will get with this illustration pack. And they've zoomed into this, so you can see it's very, very high quality, and there's some nice little textures that are applied. Kind of reminds me of the whole toy face aesthetic, but just a little more subtle. They even have hand gestures. I know everyone loves hands, so they've included hands. So basically a total of 56 Christmas illustrations. I don't think we can ask for anything more. You can either download all the PNGs for free, or if you want something that is editable, you can download the extras for Blender files as well. To the third dimension is a really cool new pack, which includes a lot of these freaky 3D illustrations right here. You can basically see all these different categories of illustrations. For example, this stripe box illustration is really cool and really trippy too. You have all these different categories. So things like our spaceship. So you have this minimal Earth right here, and it kind of focuses on all these countries or continents here. And for you abstract lovers, they have these abstract stacks as well. Makes no sense, but you know, it's really cool to look at, and you can incorporate it in your UI design projects. Again, mostly abstract, but some of these, like this one, looks really cool. This is called wood blocks, and it has all these cool metallic blocks as well as these minimal blocks in the middle. Again, you can download all of these as PNGs. If you want the source file, however, to edit and everything, you can get it for $21. Or if your business is looking for something like this, you can even get them to make custom stuff for you. Remember the cool illustration I showcased in the beginning, in the intro? This is that illustration pack. Or it's not exactly an illustration pack. If you say start, it kind of showcases what it can do, and it's basically preparing you for things. So you can basically apply anything you want onto your face. It could be a random scribble in illustration or one of these that they have created. So this is, of course, if I'm moving my hand, it moves its hand itself. You can do both hands, of course. Yeah, there you go. You can even switch to something like this. So it will just move like this, and it'll move its hands. And you know, it also has a little bit of perspective. If I'm moving back and forth, it's doing that as well. So you have, my favorite is this one because it can speak with me. It has a real mouth. But both of these are cool too. I really like them. It basically, if you smile a lot, it will smile with you. It is really nice. And of course, if you're from Queens, England, you can always wear this one and you kind of sport that. Ooh, 302 Memphis mega sets. So basically has all these amazing formats to work with. But I've seen a lot of people following this trend of this, I won't call it exactly retro style, but that is what it kind of gives an impression of. It's amazing how many different variations you can create with just few elements like this. Both black and white as well as these colors or monochromatic looks wonderful. You can even get all these awesome patterns to work around with. Maybe apply it to a t-shirt, who knows? Lulia Mazur, thank you so much for this amazing work that you've done. We've looked at such amazing illustrations today, but how can we forget our favorite tool, Figma? So there's this really cool project on UI Hut, but the author has also showcased it right here. So you can quickly just duplicate it into your project and you can get the entire file. You can use it as you like. You're free to use it. And I think these are really high quality as well. So you can get all these variations for your next UI design project as well. A huge shout out for such an amazing illustration. You can even download other resources from uihut.com. And he's given a nice coupon if you want to download premium resources, you can do that as well. Alright guys, so that was it for today. I think a really nice close to the year, the last illustration video for 2021. And I really loved what people have made over the past few months. If you want to suggest anything for the channel, for the next year, for anything, go ahead and put that in the comments. I will read all your comments. I will see you every time, same place, same time. Until next time, take care and God bless.